your good gardening buddy Carol coming to you on July the 29th, and I have to play catch up once again, chapters 27, 28, 29, because I don't know, I got lazy, I guess. Anyway, so this is all about my new book, Digging in Delighted, Live Your Best Gardening Life, due out officially next week. So, chapter 27 is all about dress for the garden. So the first thing people find out when they're new to gardening is gardening can be a messy business, and you're wearing what you think are your nice jeans, and then you kneel down and then they're not your nice jeans anymore because now they have mud stains, grass stains, and stuff that's hard to come out in the laundry. So the whole point then, I don't know, you got to be careful sometimes. Dress for gardening, dress in nice loose clothing, but you're not afraid to get dirty. So most people start off with old clothes that then they use for gardening. Then you get to be like me and you actually buy clothes for gardening. Anyway, chapter 27, dress for the garden. So I switched locations to talk about chapter 28, kind of make it look like a separate video, but I'm going to put this all together. Anyway, chapter 28 of, wait a minute, wait for it, Digging in Delighted, Live Your Best Gardening Life is about gardening through the imperfections. And so if you're somebody that demands perfection, I'm going to say gardening's maybe not a good hobby for you. And maybe you should figure out something else, because it's not going to be perfect out there. Stuff's going to die, weeds are going to come along, rain at the wrong time, all kinds of stuff. But you're going to garden through it all, because you just can't help yourself, can you? That's chapter 28, Garden Through the Imperfections of Digging in Delighted. I'll be back in a minute with chapter 29. So chapter 29 of Digging in Delighted, Live Your Best Gardening Life is about figuring out why you garden, because I'm telling you, sometimes you're going to get hot and bugs are going to eat you and things aren't going to go right, but you're going to keep doing it. You got to figure out why, and maybe it's for some pretty flowers like these that just kind of came up out of nowhere. Of course, they do come from somewhere. And earlier when I was sitting here, I saw yellow finches. You can hear cicadas in the trees, but I do not see yellow finches now, of course. Maybe the reason you garden is because you want a lovely homegrown tomato, one that's really nice and red, and you know, if things worked out, which they don't always work out, but a lot of times they do, I would be showing you a big red tomato and I would be reaching for it and I would be picking it. But sometimes, you know, that's why we garden, for food, for that homegrown tomato. Maybe you garden because you became obsessed with a little flower like violas and you couldn't help yourself. You just kept planting more and more and more of them and trying to get them to grow in your garden. Anyway, there are as many reasons as there are people, as many reasons as there are plants for why people garden. You just figure it out for yourself. For me, it's just kind of a little bit of everything. I love it all. The flowers, the vegetables. I even love the insects, the sounds, except not the sound of the plane. Why would a plane fly over just like when I'm recording? Oh, well, it happens. Anyway, Digging in Delighted, that is 3 chapters of it. So come back tomorrow for the exciting conclusion of this month-long series about my new book, Digging in Delighted, Live Your Best Gardening Life. Bye now.